Maza na hoga. Maza na gina.
करना है नहीं क्या कुछ मैसेज नहीं
not very serious यही आ रहा है
The best wishes to all on the momentous occasion of the Golden Jubilee celebration of Kendriya Vidyalaya BG batch of 1975. On this occasion, I again convey my best wishes to all KVNs of 1975 batch with us today and far in India and abroad. May the brilliance of KV 1975 batch be as enduring as a gold reflecting strength, motivation and excellence. Best wishes for all continued success, mutual growth and shared achievements.
Thank you. अभी भी फर्रा रखता है
आदत पड़ी है
11th पास कैसे की थी? Few of our mates, I think everyone's had a look at the photos. Yeah.
और आज हमारी शाम your presence
सब लोग आ जाओ
वो शेर एक को देते हैं
वो ईश्वर का नाम कौन ले रहा है? सरस्वती वंदना कहाँ गई?
इन्होंने रिकॉर्ड किया हुआ है ना?
नहीं आप बोलो।
हे माँ सरस्वती वीणा मधुर बजा दे सुंदर सुरीला गाना चित शांति का बजा दे हे माँ सरस्वती छूटी हुई कलाएं कविताएं चारों कोमल कौशल भरी उन्हें तुम झकझोर कर जगा दो हे माँ सरस्वती गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेव साक्षात
या कुंदेन्दु तुषार हार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणावर दंड मंडित करा या श्वेत पद्मासना हाँ उसका नहीं I remember that the fourth line is Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesha Jadyapaha.
गुड शुरुआत अच्छी हुई है।
So there is seven. I think the first sad news which we got was 40 years. And Komla Valli, I didn't know when she.
More than 10 years. That means 40 years. Danny would know. Komla Valli 2000.
उसमें सब डेट नहीं है डेट ऑफ बर्थ
The date of demise, how do you work out?
अफ्रीका में आया
Vincent David took admission in standard 10th. Came to our school in 10th standard. Okay. He was quiet by nature. He came from St. Joseph's High School, Pune, and and he took admission in Kendriya Vidyalaya BG. He was a very known personality of Pune. He belonged to a David family. David family were known as those times started Pune Herald, Pune Herald. The only English paper we had in routine. After that it becomes Maharashtra.
ये अपना इधर ही था ना जोनापुर के पास
later taken by Geras.
He was very good in sports. Played hockey, nationals with me. He had at Kadakwasla nationals where we played finals. Though he was a science student, but his nature of mingling was so much that he knew each and every one. He mingled with all the arts people because of his sports nature. He made everyone his friend. Having elder brother who gave me all the details about his birth and everything. He had two sisters. The only one to be a student of KVBG. He was the only one from his family who was the student of KVBG. After his expiry, when we came to know in the evening, we rushed to his house and we attended the funeral and everything. Myself, Arvind was there, and with Anup, we had our friend, was a very good hockey player, everyone knows that Anup Chan. We all went cycling to his house. That was a very sight because he met with an accident. The horrible thing was that he wanted to get down from the train. He was holding a tiffin in his hand. The tiffin fell down and he just wanted to take that tiffin and he slipped and went inside. That was another thing.
Where was this?
In Kharki station. Near his house only.
Kharki station, which train?
It must be local train.
Alvin, you must be aware where he is interred, where is he buried?
At Holkar Bridge
Holkar
Cemetery.
Bridge Cemetery.
Where?
Holkar Bridge Cemetery.
Cemetery.
Holkar Bridge Cemetery is the Commonwealth graves.
No, not that World War One.
इस तरफ जरूर इसकी ओर जाती है
लाइन बाजार की ओर जो जाती है. When looking, should be able to spot.
Yeah.
But nowadays, different things are coming out. After this, so many
Kumla Wali,
Premlata will speak for Kumla Wali now.
Kumla was our classmate. She was in science branch and we lost her in the year 2009. I remember her as a very intelligent and very sincere girl. Personally also she was a very good friend of mine. We were family friends also. Today when we are all gathered together, we miss her a lot and I pray to God for her soul to rest in peace.
Chandrasekhar for Vijay Savjani.
My desktop for 3 years.
Vijay Savjani, what I remember from that time, he was from this big business family from Kenya, and they had oil trading. So he was very kind-hearted. He will mingle with everyone, very helpful, and never refused for any help for anything. And he was a very naughty fellow also, which we will not come to know what he is doing, but at later time we will come to know. And he used to mingle with everyone. And after the schooling, because after schooling I went to Bombay, he was in Pune. He was studying, and he was a very close. He and Satwinder, our other friend, they were very close friends. And I believe he was studying in Punekar. And
they had taken admission in arts, first year arts. We insisted because we, four of us, shifted our stream from arts to commerce. So
I was betrayed by all of you. When I went to Bombay,
we insisted, that is why
I went to Bombay and all were telling we will go in arts only. When I went, I took arts and I came to know all these have gone into commerce. But to come back to Saujani, and whenever I come on vacations, I had been to Pune and I met him. And he is same jolly type of guy, and he lived after his college actually.
He was my desk mate for 3 years.
And it has been a shock to me when a person, you never feel that he was very healthy and
he had finished his lunch. I will just finish it off. He has just finished his lunch, according to his wife. And all got up, they washed their hands and all, and he was just sitting. And after 2 minutes, his wife realized that he is on the table, his head lying on the table. And when they tried, they called the doctor. He was immediately declared massive heart attack. He has 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. And all 3 of them are in Australia right now, and his wife is in Kenya. She is handling business, and his children are in Australia, 3 of them. They are all in Melbourne, and happen to be my son's friends over there. See, the baton has passed over. We were friends, and now our children are friends.
It is very rare,
So, all 3 of them and my son.
There is a very pleasant saying which says it's not a matter of preserving the ashes, it's a matter of passing on the flame.
So that is how we miss our friends.
Yeah.
Kamal Raj.
So whenever somebody will describe friend or write the definition of friendship, and somebody says where the true friend is, so I would say that just name Kamal Raj is enough to say that. And it has been our family tradition, in particular in our family, since I belong to Sikh Punjabi family. जब कोई हमारे पास से गुजरता है, हम उसको बड़ा हंस के देख लेते हैं. जब वो हमारी तरफ हंस के देखता है, हम आगे बढ़ के उसका हाथ पकड़ देते हैं, हाथ मिला देते हैं. और जब कोई हमको अपना गर्मजोशी से हाथ देता है, हाथ मिलाता है, हम उसको गले लगा देते हैं. और जो हमको गले लगा देता है, हम उसको अपना खुदा मान लेते हैं. सो मैं अपने दोस्त के बारे में कहूँगा कि मैंने तो उसको अपना खुदा ही मान दिया था. Friend, and whenever I uttered the word friend, he is the person whom I remember. And if I am to pretend that I am crying somewhere, if I am to pretend I am crying, I just take his name and tears follow automatically. And so far as Kamal is concerned, we met very funny incident, that you see, in Harkirat Singh cinema at a CME open theatre. There I went to see the movie. It was Devanand's Gambler, and then from a long distance somebody says, "Hey Johnny!" I said, then again he says, "Johnny!" हाँ उसी समय आई भी Johnny. I said, उसको मैं देखा, मैं क्या शत्रु तू? That was our first time we met. Then I said that तू किथे बुना है? कहना मैं सेंटर स्कूल पढ़ना है. मैं कहा मैं तो उत्थे पढ़ता. कहना मैं तेरी क्लास से. मैं कहा कितना कहना हम फेल होया ना, मैं 7वीं 8वीं के बीच में तेरी क्लास में आ गया है. And then you see, I tell you that man, he was really a gem. And I think Shatrughan Sinha himself can't speak a dialect of a Shatrughan Sinha by himself as he used to speak. And his oratory was excellent, and his speech, his recitation, and somebody was talking about that play, Budh Kam Shuddh. Actually, he wrote the name incorrectly. He says Munshi ji tha. वो मुनीम जी नहीं था, उसका नाम जोशी जी था. And I was the title hero. I was Joshi. I played Joshi, and he was Dada Ram Guru Singh. I know that what a chemistry we had.
I was the inspector.
He was a corrupt inspector in that show. I'm talking seriously. Now, the Kamal, you see, I tell you that he was a true friend of the friends. Not only me, if he is in Pune, and quite often in 3 months, 6 months, he used to be at Pune. He will go to his house. Arey Surinder tenu Baldev ne bulaya. Then he will tell me that, oh Chandrasekhar, Deni वगैरह सारे आ रहे हैं, इतने मिलना अपन. And then he says that कि ये सब इकट्ठे हो गए, प्रोग्राम बन गया है. तो हम मैं क्या कितने मिल रहे हैं, कहता तेरे घर. we used to have such a fun time whenever he was there. And you see now our association, my contact with Surinder, my contact with Balveer, Chandrasekhar, Mehender, Denny, Tanmay, reduced to a large extent after his demise. Otherwise, we used to meet every 2 months, 3 months, and he was.
I remember he calling me a couple of times, but I couldn't make it. But
yes, he was a magnet.
One of those.
He was a magnet.
You were not expected also to join every now and then. We know your schedule.
And then a time had come. Whenever somebody used to tell me Kamal has come, I used to switch off my phone. कि यार ये घूम फिरना परेशान करेगा. And when he is with you, he was in my house. And he was sitting on my dining table with my mother, my wife, my brother, and I was feeling that he is a host and I am guest. such an amazing man. Okay, now time is short to describe that man. We really miss.
Jinda dil insaan.
How did we lose him?
He had a stroke.
When was this?
He was in coma for.
नहीं कब हुआ ये?
Some 4-5 years.
4-5 years.
And he was in Pune?
He was at Delhi. He was at Delhi. He was staying in
Faridabad.
near to Lodi Garden. Yes, whenever I was at Delhi, he used to pick me. And then it was an incident that you see, I
think I met him at Kabir's wedding or something.
Yes. He was in every my function. Yeah. He was attending every function.
No, I had to leave that function in between because थोड़ा सा मुझे प्रॉब्लम था तो बहुत जल्दी निकल गया. But I met him, because बारात आई नहीं थी तब I had interacted with him. मुझे कॉलेज स्कूल डेज का तो याद नहीं उसका, लेकिन very मतलब real जिंदा दिल इंसान था. Meet with a.
If I will be less than human being, if I would take the name of Rajni Patre madam. I think she was the lady who has, changed the life of many. And I know that up to 7th standard, Umesh used to be with me. I was a pretty ordinary in studies. Very pretty ordinary in studies. And after 7th or 8th, I dropped down the mathematics and science. 2 evils had gone out of my life. And then I became a real whatever. And then there, in 9th standard, Bhandari sir took over. And Narayan sir took over. And Pardesi sir took over. And they had, Narayan sir had a great impact on us. And then the final, the polishing work was done by Madam Patre. And I think that we would not have been, meeting here with such a pride if she had not taken care of us. She was, we know that we are pretty ordinary, but the way she used to treat us, "Arey, tu to bahut acha kar raha hai, bahut acha hai tu, you're very good, very good." So, that has given a lot of encouragement. Unfortunately, Mr. Patre has passed away some 3 years back. Mr. Patre. He passed away. 2 years back.
Couple of years back, we all had gone to her place,
Once we had been all the.
And she could remember. अच्छा हिंदी की कविता बोलता था, छोटा सा ड्रामास भी बांट लेता था. She had all the memories. She was very sweet, very sweet.
And may God see wherever he is. He must be listening to our speech. And
must be keeping people.
Yes, and not only that, I say that with confidence. I say that not only we are missing him.
Friends don't go; they live in our hearts.
He might be missing this association party also. So Kamal, cheers.
Yeah, cheers, Kamal. Okay, Umesh will speak for Praveen Sachdev.
Yeah, I was wondering whether I am more qualified or Tanmay, but I grabbed the opportunity for the reason. You see, our parents were very good friends. his mother, Pushpa Sachdev, and my mother, Sneh Sharma, they were very thick friends. And I was born a month and a half before he was born. And they were staying in the same colony. The neighbor, kind of 3 houses away. And Pushpa auntie would borrow me from my mother to say, let me see how to hold a child because I'll soon have to do that. So my mother would happily say, बहुत तंग कर चुका मुझे. So, and then Praveen, 10th of July, Praveen was born and we grew up together. In between, for 4 years, his father was posted to Calcutta. So there was a break. Mahendra also knew him, but then he moved off to Calcutta and 4 years later he came back to Pune. And initially, Praveen was in section A and we were in section B.
Till 8th.
So, till 8th.
Yes.
Then that science and arts distribution happened, and for whatever funny reason they called science section as A and then arts became B. So, till 8th I used to tease him कि A अड़ गए और B बढ़ गए. So he says, तब नहीं था.
तब नहीं था सी.
नहीं, इसके पास डायलॉग है. सी नहीं था. डायलॉग है.
सी सड़ गए बोला जाता था. तो उसके बाद सिंह ने तो वो आगे मुझे था हुन 10 हुन बी तक की हो है और ए तक की हो है. So that is how it was. Then we were both in the same station, Delhi, and I got a message that he is unwell. When I went and saw his MRI scans, it was very disturbing actually news. His spine and the base of the brain was involved with a very difficult disease called glioblastoma multiforme, which whatever we do,
it may be not very good.
Towards the end, for about a month and a half, he was just lying flat and looking at the world. That's all he was doing. He couldn't move his body parts. And then he went away on 26th of December 2018. Total duration of his illness wasn't more than 3.5 months because that's how bad glioblastoma multiforme is in Delhi.
Most of these tumors are always diagnosed very late.
Praveen, since he had taken first arts and subsequently all these guys moved into commerce, so Tanmay and he
was a CA.
Tanmay and he were very thick friends. I believe Tanmay often came to Delhi, and whenever Praveen came to Pune, he was always with him. And I learnt about their
friendship,
intimacy, friendship from Praveen only. Praveen would describe Tanmay in great detail to me. He says he came to the school after you had left, but yeah. So I had heard about Tanmay from Praveen.
I had gone to Delhi on 25th of 2018, 25th December of 2018. Myself and one of his friends was in.
Frankly बताओ मेरी हिम्मत नहीं उसको जाके देखने के अंदर, क्योंकि मुझे वही चेहरा चाहिए था जो मैं देखता है उसका वो देखिए हंसता हंसता बोलता कम लेकिन उसका एक अलग ग्लो रहता था.
And he had a slightly twisted smile, you know.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Little on the side.
Exactly.
I can't forget the smile. Imagine we grew up together, yeah, same colony, coming by the same bus, going back by the same bus. So he was a very intimate friend of mine, and he has 2 daughters and a very pleasant son. Both daughters are happily married. His wife worked for years for Air India, and they stay in Dwarka, and I'm in touch with them otherwise. So this is about, I have multiple times prayed that, like in Hindu tradition we say, God give his soul Sadgati.
प्रवीण की और मेरी भी काफ़ी दोस्ती थी, मतलब बचपन की, मतलब जो होते हैं ना एकदम किंडरगार्टन डेज टाइप, यू नो, 4th स्टैंडर्ड से लेके 7th 8th स्टैंडर्ड तक प्रवीण, हम लोग एक ही डिवीजन में थे, मैं, प्रवीण, योगेश, प्रकाश, हम लोग तो बहुत बार लंच साथ में लेते थे. स्कूल में बैठने का मूड नहीं आया तो हम अपने घर आ जाते थे और घर पे आके लंच लेते थे. एंड प्रवीण और मेरी बहुत ही मतलब और ये भी हो जाती थी, हमारी झड़प भी हो जाती थी. प्रवीण और उमेश बहुत अच्छे फ्रेंड थे, लेकिन उमेश और मेरी बहुत ज़्यादा दोस्ती नहीं थी उस समय, एंड फॉर अननोन रीजंस। लेकिन ये मुझे पता था, इनफैक्ट इन दोज डेज ऑल्सो, जैसे आजकल बच्चे जाते हैं नाइट आउट के लिए फ्रेंड के घर पे, उस समय भी हम लोग किया करते थे। तो आई रिमेंबर गोइंग टू प्रवीण्स प्लेस, और ये बिल्कुल बाजू में ही रहता था उस समय, एंड देन नाइट में हमने गप्पे भी मारी थी काफ़ी, एंड तो he was a very nice person, and he kept in touch. After he moved out to Calcutta, he came back to Pune. He would visit my house also. I had shifted to Chinchwad, वहाँ भी आया था। In fact, you know, हाँ ये दोनों ऑन में भी आए थे, and that was a very pleasant visit, and
Rashmi would remember him.
Yes.
रवि से मिलने गया था, रश्मि के पास ही गया था।
हाँ, हम लोग तो सारे, हम लोग एक ही डिवीजन में थे, रश्मि, मैं, प्रकाश, योगेश, हम लोग एक ही डिवीजन में थे।
और मैं उसके घर भी बहुत जाती
So we pray for his soul, Sadgati.
Thank you. Harminder Singh.
Friends, remembering Harminder Singh, he joined our school somewhere in class 7th, or I vividly remember perhaps in 8th he joined us. He shifted his school from National Model School to Central School. We both came from the same locality. We stayed together and we were neighbors in fact. So we came to school together and went back home together. That was, and he was the closest friend of mine in the class. A fine athlete, a sports person. He participated in almost all the athleticism and all, like long jump, high jump and all. And to my mind, he was a straight, decent, simple, honest. I don't know how many adjectives I can add. A very soft-hearted person he was. Not very intelligent study-wise, not an ordinary student like me. And we really gelled very well. The incidents I would like to quote is that when I was in second year college, so I met with an accident. He was into a transport business, in fact, and not very successful, but somehow, and he got to know that I met with an accident and my knee was operated and the cartilage was removed. So he got to know the very first day, and he came to meet me at the Sancheti hospital, and when he saw that my leg is hung up and I was fed only with the bread and milk for last 2 days, couple of days or something. So he stayed with me for all 10 days. He didn't allow my parents to stay with me or anybody, my mother or something. He said कि आप सब जाइए, मैं इसकी देखभाल करूँगा. For 10 long days till I was discharged from the hospital, he didn't move, he didn't leave me. And that is something I'll remain indebted to him till I'm in this world. And this is how I remember. And suddenly I got to know from his son, younger son, that father is no more. He just died somewhere 3-4 years back. So my homage to him, and I wish the God will take care of him.
For him also.
ये बात भी हुई थी, आने वाला था, पुणे आता हूँ यार।
Often he came to me, और मेरे से मिलता रहता था कुछ.
Yogesh, for Vishwanath Didi.
Yeah, I think Dini would have been a better person to talk about Dini, but then he spoke about Wilson. I thought, let me talk about him.
He can also join me later.
I mean, he can add. In fact, he has shared, like he has done all his groundwork, and he has given the information to me. So I thought, okay, let me talk about him. So, in fact, Vishwanath Dini came to our school in the 8th standard from St. Joseph School, Kirky, St. Joseph High School, Kirky. He was good in maths, okay, and it was one of the favorite subjects. He had lost his mother in his early childhood, and being the only child in the family, he had to do everything on his own. So he and his father were the most responsibilities. So okay. Actually, he was very silent in nature, not much interested in sports or any other activities. I feel now that could be the reason That's why he was not very interested in, like because of his family. Domestic, yeah. He started his career by teaching maths at Panchgani. After a few years, he became a permanent teacher at Sainik School, Satara, and was retired from the same school. After his retirement, he went to his village where he took his last breath. So may all the mighty, rest his soul in peace.
Yeah, where exactly was his village?
That village, exactly, they asked for the each and everything from Sainik School, Satara. They said, sir, this was only the information we will be able to give you, because in details we can't go. If somebody, any parents or anybody else from their family members comes, then they are welcome and we will let you know. He was a very good singer.
We have this year.
He used to sing with the details from their school.
Which state did he belong to? Because
yeah,
I mean, a minute silence. A minute silence.
So all of us have to go and let's celebrate life. And before we go, let's have a drink.
That's the point, man. That's the point.
Very harsh to us.
अरे क्या करूं,
you guys are hard.
क्या तेरे कारण सबने मुझे गालियां दी, क्यों छोड़ा उसको?
Kept us waiting for too long.
नहीं अगर इसने मुझे फोन किया होता ना तो ये बंदा बंदोबस्त कर देता।
Message from
जो करना है
अभी भेज दो यहाँ बैठ के क्या करें? वहाँ पे मैं अपना देना पड़ता है harsh but not so harsh.
From far away, the first book written by my son Harsh Pandey, I give to him.
Oh my God! Wow! Thank you so much. I'm honored and I'm overjoyed.
My Gurunati.
Thank you so much.
From Harsh to Harsh.
Harsh Pandey.
From Harsh to Harsh.
Yogesh Jain.
Oh, thank you so much, Mita.
Thank you.
Baldev Bogal.
मैं इस साइड में रखता हूँ अपनी सारी चीजें।
I know, but we didn't meet in the morning. You were not there,
Umesh.
so
Umesh Sharma.
Thank you.
hiccups. Love story with the difference.
चंद्रशेखर
Shekhar.
बाकी लोग अमेज़न से खरीदो।
सेकंड पार्ट।
Tanmay.
इतनी कॉपीज दी
Thank you. So lighting the lamp अभी morning है?
हमने तो खाना भी खा लिया
अच्छा हमें लगा हर्ष को जेट लैग हो गया है तो लैगिंग भी है।
That's good.
Rajiv Kanal.
Thank you.
नहीं ड्रिंक्स विल सर्व यू।
said everything.
Drinks all over, man.
Meenal Kamble.
तेरे हिसाब से सब कुछ ओवर हो गया है।
Jay Jurikar. And Prema. I've given you.
Wonderful.
अभी ऐसे कर लीजिए, एक बार ऐसे कर लीजिए ताकि ऐसा लगे कि हम मांग सकते हैं।
यस।
वेट
वो किसी का पेट नहीं दिखना चाहिए।
किसी के पीछे हूँ मैं। आगे देखिए आगे।
बंदूक को देख लो जरा।
मैं रेडियोलॉजिस्ट को बोलूँगा लंबा सांस लो और रोक के रखो।
ये कितनी देर?
हो गया।
There is one feeling extremely bad for not being able to make it and be a part of the celebration. please convey my best wishes to all the classmates on this historic event. Stay blessed and have a wonderful time.
Thank you. वो तो बहुत Austin 10 उसके बाद standard गाड़ी वो तो
Very nice.
You know, आप कंजूसी क्यों कर रहे हो यार? तालियां तो जोर से बजाओ यार।
जिन्होंने सबको एक साथ के उसके लिए मुझे उनका बहुत मैं उनकी आभारी हूँ। और उन्हें कोई वाक्य सुनाने के लिए बोला है तो वाक्य मेरा ऐसा हो गया। एक दिन मेरे हस्बैंड ने मुझे बोला कि ये काम करके दो, ये काम करो। मैंने कहा मैं इतना काम नहीं कर पाऊंगी, मैं तो मर ही जाऊंगी। तो उन्होंने क्या कहा, आजकल ऊपर भी अच्छे लोग लेते हैं, तेरा नंबर ले आए। थैंक यू।
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so. Yeah, boys and girls of 75.
All boys and girls.
I'm so happy to reunite with all of you. I enjoyed thoroughly since morning, school function also and here also, and I'm looking forward to.
अच्छा, मुझे एक याद आ रहा है कि हम लोग डांस कॉम्पिटिशन के लिए इंटर स्कूल से सिलेक्ट हो गए थे। तो हम लोग सब ग्वालियर जा रहे थे, तो पूरी ट्रेन बुक की हुई थी, सब स्पोर्ट्स के वगैरह सब जा रहे थे। तो उसमें एक स्लोगन लिखा था कि सोडा लेमन जिंजर लॉलीपॉप, पूना सर्कल ऑलवेज ऑन द टॉप।
I came here only in the 11th standard, me, Minal, Meera Dari, and I am so happy and proud that all of you have made me so comfortable and have given me so much of support all the time. When I lost my husband also, all of you were there. Rashmi have always been with me, done all my shopping together for my son's wedding. And it has been a very, very good association. And Danny, Baldev, and all of you have always been with me, and that's a big pleasure. I would also like to say that I came only for 1 year, and there was a very good teacher, when you all also have been mentioning her, Martinez. And she involved me in a lot of curricular activities. I'll sing 2 lines of the ghazal which I sang when she taught me. खुद बने बैठे हैं, कुछ बात बनाते भी नहीं, और ये गुस्ताखी मैं रूठूं तो मनाते भी नहीं, बने बैठे हैं।
वाह, आपने तो माहौल को एकदम रंगीन बना दिया। धन्यवाद। जोर से तालियां, जोर से।
I joined the school when I was in 8th grade. I came from Khadakwasla. My father retired and we moved to Karki area, and so in 8th grade I think so Yogesh Mahendrapal was there, and हमारे science में Umesh was there. Umesh was I think Umesh, Prakash, Jubilee were, we consider them the serious ones, right?
Rashmi was there.
Prakash Jubilee was very serious. Rashmi was there.
नहीं 8th में तो like you were there ना?
हाँ.
The same.
Okay.
हाँ.
So 8th में I recall one incident. हमारा क्लास उस साइड में था जहाँ से एंट्रेंस होता है ना, तो इनफैक्ट राजीव you joined in 8th or 9th?
I think
अभी मेरे को सबने कंफ्यूज किया हुआ
मैं थोड़ा सा बताता हूँ क्या हुआ होगा।
लेकिन I think it was 9th, 72 में।
नहीं यार।
You came in 9th, Raja.
I spent 1 year with him and he went.
Yes. Raja, you came in 9th.
Yeah. ये कोई तो नहीं बोल रहा था 8th
इसके घर जाकर
तो टाइमलाइन थोड़ा ठीक है, 8th और 9th जो भी हो यार, आगे बढ़ो।
तो खिड़की से उस साइड से you could jump that side into you're out of the school, right? When you're here, इधर शोर हो रहा था एकदम से खिड़की से एक चौक दिखता है कोई, Hey, you rascals! You, what are you doing? Who can guess? Deshpande. Yeah, I think you rascal, you bloody rascal.
No, the word he used never was rascal, because even I have once complained to Madam Verma that he uses the word bastard, and I don't think he knows the meaning.
But anyway, 9th, 10th में मेरा TT से passion शुरू हो गया, so I was doing TT, and I love TT. So I remember one incident which I want to relate right now, because I see the picture of Harminder Singh there. He was a tall Sardar, right? So I had become good in TT. I think so. We all started about the same time. I had become good in TT, and in our class, I think so I was best. So स्कूल का फंक्शन था, बीजी आई थिंक वो जो ग्राउंड्स थे ना उधर था, हम लोग मार्च पास करके आए थे, सब बैठे हुए थे, पालती मार के बैठे हुए थे, और मुझे पता नहीं एकदम से टीटी के लिए जो मेरा नाम पुकारा गया, अब मैं खड़ा होने का मेरा पैर सो गया था, मैं आगे चलूं गिर जाऊं, आगे चलूं गिर जाऊं, I don't know, आगे चलूं गिर जाऊं, and then Harminder came.
वो ने कहा काफी गिरा हुआ आदमी है।
नहीं काफी गिरा। Harminder came from the back. He picked me up, literally picked me up, and took me there. You know. By then, I was feeling very embarrassed. यार ये क्या हो गया पैर? ये जो वहाँ पे वो I am supposed to go to receive the award. So he came and picked me up and took me there. And then, you know, it was just a moment thing, right? So वहाँ पे जाके तक ठीक हो गया था, तो फोटो भी खींचा था. I'll try to pull that out because I had a lot of pictures there, you know. But then I went and thanked him, and so I'm recollecting Harminder very much at this moment.
This is
in honor of
from standard 10.
This was an incident of 11th. Yes. उठ नहीं पा रहा था मैं यार. 11th में that you might not have come there. Lot of.
मैं तो starting से थी ना.
11th.
हाँ.
अनूप शर्मा.
हाँ, he was there with us.
11th, yes.
ये चल गई क्या?
11th में तो पढ़ाई कर रहा था कहाँ से?
नहीं टीटी के लिए मैं खेलता था, टीटी के लिए टाइम निकाल के खेल लेता था. And that's what I told Mr. Bhalrav ji also, that you know, just about 2 years back I picked up pickleball. So pickleball, he said this is the, I'm hearing this first time. So but pickleball is a game which has become very popular. It's a combination of table tennis and badminton. So if you have played table tennis, you will just love pickleball. Lot of energy. In US it has become the most popular game.
तो 8th स्टैंडर्ड खत्म हुआ, उन्होंने हमको एक कागज पकड़ाया साइक्लो स्टाइल, उसमें लिखा अपना इलेक्टिव चॉइसेस लिख के जमा करो कि आप 9th में क्या इलेक्टिव लेना पसंद करो. जो भी लोगों ने लिख के दे दिया. नेक्स्ट, you know, before classes could be assigned and all that, एक दिन मुझे बुलावा आया कि मैडम शांति वर्मा ने आपको प्रिंसिपल ऑफिस में बुलाया है. तो मैंने यूँ सारे बैचमेट्स को देखा, हाँ कहीं डिबेट करने जाना होगा, कोई रिसिटेशन. मैडम ने बुलाया, वो पीएन ने आके बोला उमेश शर्मा को भेजना है मैडम. वहाँ गया तो मैं अटर शॉक. माय फादर वाज ऑलरेडी सिटिंग देयर and sipping a cup of tea on top of it, which means it had been there for some time. My father had never attended our school, never. My mother used to come for whatever PTS, कभी आना भी हुआ था. Father had never. तो I said ये कुछ गड़बड़ है मामला. So they said ये आपका पर्चा है जिसमें आपने अपने इलेक्टिव लिखे हैं? हाँ जी ये मेरा है. क्या लिखा है जरा ऊंचे से पढ़ के बताइए. I said English literature, Hindi literature, economics. ये क्या इलेक्टिव चॉइसेस हैं, ये क्यों हैं? मैंने कहा बिकॉज मुझे जर्नलिस्ट बनना है. जर्नलिस्ट बनना है. जानते हो जर्नलिस्ट भूखे मरते हैं, उनको खाने के लिए पैसे नहीं पूरे पड़ते. क्या बदतमीजी है ना? I looked at my father here interviewing there. I mean, I'm being really hauled over coals. Choice तो मांगी थी, choice तो दी है. I looked at my father, locked my eyes into his. He says, आपकी प्रिंसिपल है, कह रही हैं, आपके अच्छे के लिए कह रही हैं, आप सुनते क्यों नहीं? ये अच्छा है, यहाँ पे भी उन्होंने एक फ्रेश कागज मुझे दिया और बोला इस पर लिखो physics, chemistry, maths, biology.
So credit goes to her that you are here.
And I was not offered. Obviously, they seemed to write that. टेबल पे यूँ झुक के मैंने फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ, बायोलॉजी बड़े अनमन में और मैंने अपने फादर को फिर से ऐसे आई गिव हिम अ डर्टी लुक and I left that thing on madam's table and I walked out. As luck would have it, 9th तो हमने फिर कर लिया. 10th में we got posted to Chennai. Now that particular school said we don't offer 4 grades to science students because class compose करना मुश्किल होता है. So you will have to choose one or the other. Now just as Yogesh was saying, we were reasonably good in mathematics. The whole aim used to be 100 में से 100 आने चाहिए. मतलब ये कोशिश रहती थी हर एग्जाम में. My father also knew because maths का पर्चा सिर्फ मांग के देखते थे कि हाँ इसका क्या आंसर, and he used to calculate it mentally and he used to know the answer. He was an engineer. तो हम चेन्नई पहुँचे तो उन्होंने कहा एक इलेक्टिव ड्रॉप करना. तो बोला क्या ड्रॉप करोगे? तो मैंने gleefully कहा मैथ्स. तो my father said क्यों? I said हर बार आप ही चलेंगे क्या? And that was the day I decided मैं तो मेडिसिन करूँगा because मैंने तो मैथ्स लेना ही नहीं. For no good reason other than to spite my father. This is the truth. कि उन्होंने मुझे जर्नलिस्ट नहीं बनने दिया. क्यों? Why should I follow in his footsteps and be an engineer? So I dropped mathematics. KV Gilnagar, Madras was the place. That time there was nothing.
केंद्रीय विद्यालय बीजी खड़की. It's my destiny शायद आना लिखा था. Due to 71 वार के दरमियान हम लोगों के पिताजी की इतने बार ट्रांसफर हुए कि मैंने टोटल मैं जब आज ही काउंट कर रहा था करीब 7 केंद्रीय विद्यालयों में पढ़ा. केंद्रीय विद्यालय ट्रिमलगिरी से शुरुआत हुई थी. बीच में 2-3 साल पठानकोट में थे तो वहाँ केंद्रीय विद्यालय था नहीं तो खालसा स्कूल में पढ़ा. फिर 6वीं से जो शुरुआत जोधपुर बरेली में दोनों स्कूल, रानीखेत, सागर, देन अल्टीमेटली पुणे.